Yes, good morning, students. Today we are going to have a topic for the writing skill, that is analytical paragraph. Anyone who can explain what is an analytical paragraph? You know about it? It's analytical paragraph. What do you mean by analytical? Analysis. क्या मतलब होता है analysis का? You do it in maths also. Many things of analysis you do in maths also, in science also. Yes, anyone? Please raise your hands quickly. You can explain what is analysis or analytical paragraph. Yes, quickly. Yes. One hand raised. Yes, beta. Bajaj. Bajaj. Yes, beta. The rest of the students, please keep yourself mute. Parneet, keep yourself mute. Parneet, roll number 8. Yes, beta. Bajaj.
Ma'am, analytical paragraph is a paragraph in which we analyze the data like which is given in various forms like pie chart or a table or any linear graph. We try to write explain what is given is in that form of data. We try to explain it in a paragraph form and write
Yes.
whatever details are given.
Very good explanation. What do you do in maths if you are given any pie chart or any bar graph? What do you do in maths? There you don't write paragraph. What do you do there? Please explain me. Yes, Pushkar Soni. Yes, beta.
Yes, ma'am. The questions are asked from pie chart, and we have to answer these questions
Type of questions are
in
there?
maths.
If there is any pie chart or any bar graph given, any table is given, so what type of questions are there? Can you give me an example for that so that I should also understand what do you do in maths? Yes, Malvika. Yes, Malvika beta.
Ma'am, in mathematics, we are given any data and we observe it carefully and answer the questions.
What do we do?
Ma'am, we observe the data carefully and answer the asked questions.
Yes. Okay. That means whatever the questions are asked based on that particular data, you do it accordingly. You solve those equations or the problems or whatever is asked to you, or you prove something. Okay. But what we do in English, as Drik Bajaj has explained very well, that according to that particular data, you have to write a paragraph accordingly. Okay. What is given in data, whether the thing is increasing or it is decreasing for some particular problem if it is mentioned, or what problem is dealt with. Starting में आपको पहले problem बतानी है, then you will give the explanation of that data according to the table or the pie chart or the bar graph given. Then at the end you will give the conclusion that what could be the solution and what could be the problem or the result out of that. Yeah. So let's have discussion on this paragraph, analytical paragraph. Just for 1 minute, still students are joining. Yes, Let's discuss. Before coming to the analytical paragraph as a form of composition, you must know what a paragraph is. You have already done in 9th class descriptive paragraphs and other things, and you know what is a paragraph, but even then we will discuss just as a reminder what is a paragraph. Okay. Yes, one student is raising hand. Yes, beta. Please, what is the problem? Kulvinder के नाम से जो enter हुआ है, please leave the meeting and join with your own name. If I remove, then you will not be able to join. Join meeting with your name only. Yeah. Why you are raising hand? If you have any problem, you can ask. Okay. So a paragraph is a short form of composition. It consists of a number of sentences related to one topic in a single paragraph. When we are writing about one particular topic and different sentences are given to combine on one single topic. We are talking about only one topic in different sentences, and then we combine those sentences, it becomes a paragraph. So it's a short form of composition. In a long composition, such as an essay, an article, or a story, we have a number of paragraphs. कि जब आप कोई essay लिखते हो, कोई article लिखते हो, कोई story लिखते हो, तो उसमें बहुत से paragraphs होते हैं. But it is given in single paragraph. Thus, a paragraph is an important unit in a long composition, and it can be short, even consisting of a single sentence, or long. So we have seen that paragraph is a short composition which has only one paragraph, whereas in the long composition like essay, article, or story, we have number of paragraphs. So paragraph is an important unit of the writing skill. What are the essential features or the things that you need to keep it in mind while writing the paragraph? An effective paragraph has 5 important features. First one, unity. Second, coherence. Third, consistency. Fourth one, completeness. And fifth one, variety. So first one, that is unity. Unity means जैसे हम word unite लेते हैं, it gives you the same meaning as the word unite means. Unite means इकट्ठे होना. So here unity we mean the singleness of topic and approach to the topic. मतलब जो हम topic ले रहे हैं, we should be single-mindedly thinking about that particular topic, writing about that particular topic, not here and there. The whole paragraph should be developed on one single idea. Even there should be one single approach, positive, negative, satirical, etc. to deal with. जब आप लिख रहे हो, तो आपका whole paragraph जो है, it should be developed on the single idea. उसमें ये नहीं कि haphazard सी आप इधर उधर से different ideas को mix कर दो and you will not reach to any conclusion. So it should be either having a positive approach or the negative approach or the satirical approach. Yeah. So see, they have explained this. Each sentence in a paragraph is controlled by one single point. आपको mathematical way में उन्होंने समझाया हुआ है कि जैसे ये सारी lines, 5 lines जो draw करी गई हैं, they all start from one single point. So your paragraph should have only one single idea. All the sentences should be controlled by one single idea. Okay. Next, coherence means related to all the sentences in a paragraph. sentences are really and logically joined to each other. If there is coherence in your writing, thought goes smoothly from one sentence to the other. In order to achieve coherence, you can make use of such transitional words and phrases as, for example, so, therefore, and, but, however, consequently. That means we use conjunctions to combine one sentence with the other to link the sentences together. So, in this way, coherence means the sentences should be related to each other in one paragraph and they should give you clear and logical मीनिंग. ये ना हो कि हम एक लाइन पढ़ रहे हैं तो हमें कुछ और आइडिया मिल रहा है, सेकंड लाइन पढ़ रहे हैं तो कुछ और आइडिया मिल रहा है, थर्ड लाइन पढ़ रहे हैं तो किसी और ही आइडिया पे हम पहुंच जाते हैं. इट शुड नॉट बी. दे शुड बी linked and joined together with each other. You can see from the example, they have explained all these things in your mathematical point of view so that you can understand very well because you are doing all these topics in maths. So coherence, you can see from this diagram, point 1 is linked with 2, 2 is linked with 3. That means there is link between the first line with the second line and the second line with the third line. So this is known as coherence. Coherence should be there in writing a paragraph. Then third one is consistency. Consistency means sameness in point of view and tone. आपकी टोन और आपका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू जो है वो सेम रहना चाहिए. देयर शुड नॉट बी सडन अननेसेसरी शिफ्ट इन पर्सन, नंबर, मूड, टेंस एंड वॉइस. अंडरलाइन दिस पॉइंट that there should not be sudden unnecessary shift. जब बहुत ज्यादा कोई ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि आप कोई पॉइंट एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हो, you are talking about single one point, so it should not shift from person. That means first person या second person से चल रहे हो तो third person पे पहुंच जाओ या third person में लिख रहे हो तो first person पे पहुंच जाओ immediately. It should not be. Numbers mean singular or plural. Mood, positive, negative, जैसे हमने पहले डिस्कस करा. Tense, don't change the tenses again and again till there is any urgent necessity of that. And voice, again your ideas, what you are giving voice, in which way you are explaining, whether you are giving it order form or you are giving in exclamatory form or you're expressing some surprise and wonder, all these type of moods and voice. If you use we, you should not replace it with one and everyone unnecessarily. आप कोई भी जनरल प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस कर रहे हो तो उसमें आप सोचते हो कि हम सारे इन्वॉल्व हैं, तो यू स्टार्टेड द पैराग्राफ विद वी, फिर आप उसमें वन और एवरीवन पे आ जाते हो. इट शुड नॉट बी. इफ वी आर टॉकिंग with we, it should continue same in the same whole paragraph. If your tone is satirical or ironic, it should remain so throughout your composition. या आप एक व्यंग के तौर पर कोई पैराग्राफ लिख रहे हो, मतलब आप उस चीज को दूसरों को एक सटायर की फॉर्म में रियलाइज करवाना चाहते हो that this is something wrong, then the tone should be same throughout the paragraph. Then the next point is completeness. A paragraph or any composition should not end abruptly, leaving the impression of incompleteness. It must be developed properly. It must have a brief but proper introduction, logical exposition, and a satisfactory ending. कि आपका पैराग्राफ जो है वो एब्रप्ट वे में एंड नहीं होना चाहिए जिससे हमें ये लगे उसको पढ़ने के बाद कि ये इनकम्प्लीट है. So it must be developed properly, must have brief and proper introduction, logical exposition, and satisfactory ending. An ordinary, well-developed paragraph has the following parts. First, introduction in 1 or 2 sentences only. Then exposition, 5 to 10 or more sentences, where you will deal with the problems and the discussion of the whole topic. Then ending in 1 or 2 sentences where you will give the output or the result or any warning, any appeal, or what would happen if we are not careful about that particular problem which you are mentioning in the problem paragraph. So next one is variety. A good paragraph has a variety of sentences, patterns, simple, complex, compound. मतलब all type of sentences should be used in the paragraph to make it a good and you can say diversified paragraph which will have variety of sentences. If it has one single basic pattern, it creates monotony. कि अगर एक ही पैटर्न के ऊपर आप चलते जाओ तो it will become dull. Monotony means dull हो जाएगा, interesting नहीं होगा. You will feel bored on reading a paragraph having unduly short sentences which begin and end in the same way as the following extract shows clearly. क्या बहुत छोटे छोटे sentences, simple sentences सारे use करते हो तो भी आपको boring लगेगा. अगर सारे ही confusing complex sentence use कर देते हो, even then it will be boring and confusing paragraph. So all type of sentences should be mixed. Variety of sentences should be there. You can see this example they have given. This is my house. It is quite big. It has 5 rooms. It has a kitchen. It has 2 toilets. It has a yard in front. It has 2 rooms on the first floor. It opens on 2 sides. What we see in these lines, all these lines are simple sentences used. And when we keep on reading again and again repetition of it has is given, it becomes very monotonous and loses the beauty of the sentence construction and the sentence structure. The beauty of the paragraph is not shown here. So we need to use different type of sentences to bring variety and make interest of the readers. Simple, complex, as well as compound sentences. There are different types of paragraphs. One is descriptive paragraph, second narrative paragraph, third one reflective paragraph, and the fourth one is imaginative paragraph. So what is descriptive? We have done all these in your 9th class also. Descriptive paragraph are those which describe people, places, objects, scenes, etc. such as my father, my study, a mobile phone, seen at the railway station, and we have already done it in 9th class, nothing new for you to understand well. Then narrative paragraphs are those which narrate an incident, an experience, or a story. The examples of such paragraphs are a bus accident, how I spent my summer vacation, a night of horror, means where you explain any incident, any experience of your own. Then reflective paragraphs are those which have our views on general topic. किसी भी टॉपिक के ऊपर आप अपने जनरल व्यूज देते हो, that as honesty, friendship, all that because is not gold, etc. We make use of illustrations to clarify our viewpoint in such an essay. और ऐसे ऐसे में हम illustrations, examples या कोई proof देते हैं, कोई statistical data इसमें कई बार हम दे देते हैं, या कोई illustrations, कोई examples दे देते हैं just to clear our viewpoint. These are reflective paragraphs. Any particular topic and your views on that particular topic. Then imaginative paragraph. Paragraphs such as if I were the Prime Minister of India, I were a bird, if I won a lottery, involves use of imagination. We imagine a situation and then develop it, often using would. Not reality, we just imagine the things and we write it in the use of would. So these are 4 type of paragraphs, and we have done descriptive narrative paragraph also in 9th class. Now coming to the next form, that is analytical paragraph, which you have in your syllabus now in 10th class, and it will not be a new thing for you, only you have to write the explanation, otherwise you are doing the same thing in your maths already. Analytical paragraphs are those in which you analyze a given situation or data. कि आपको कोई situation दी जा रही है या आपको कोई data दिया जा रहा है, and you are analyzing that. You are critically thinking about that data or the situation. Most of these paragraphs are based on maps, charts, reports, line graphs. Maps ये different type के आपके पास paragraph हो सकते हैं analytical, and they may be based on maps, charts, reports, and line graphs, or it can be on situation, any situation also. Maps are used to analyze and display commercial phenomena. कोई commercial चीज है उसके लिए maps बनाए जाते हैं. Reflect and analyze data. On a map, demographic data such as age, gender, income, education level of some persons or communities or races can be shown, and you can analyze their lifestyles, interests, habits, etc. in a paragraph. So in this way, you can be given a data on a map in demographic form, and you know that in maths you get all these type of, on one side you are mentioning about the age, gender, income, or the level of the people, their interests, their habits, and here what you have to do is you have to bring that data in the form of a paragraph. You have to explain that in the form of a paragraph. That this map shows this. First, what problem is shown, tell about 2 or 3 lines in the form of introduction. Then second paragraph, analyzing that particular data that is given, and at the end you will give the conclusion about that. Then charts are used to show data, quantitative as well as qualitative, by means of symbols such as bar charts, lines charts, and slices, that is pie chart. You all know about all these things because you have already covered in 9th class. I discussed it with your maths teacher also, and you are already doing it, I think, since 5th or 6th class, these pie charts and bar graphs, etc. So she said no problem will be there. You'll be able to understand each and everything automatically. So bar charts and graphs. Bar charts or graphs are categories on the horizontal axis, x-axis, and numbers on the vertical axis, y-axis. You can compare numbers between different categories. This you also know that you have bar charts and the graphs, and how the data is given on x-axis and y-axis to you, and accordingly you can analyze that. You can see the example C1, C2, C3, and C4 on one side, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the other side. Here C means category. This chart gives you the idea which category a company, a product extra is largest और which is smallest. ये आपको जो lines जो हैं draw की गई हैं इससे पता चल रहा है. जैसे इसमें C3 जो है वो कम है, उससे ज़्यादा C1 है, then we have C4, and the highest or the largest quantity is C2. So in this way you can represent on this way also. Then pie charts. Pie chart looks like a circle cut into segments, that is pies. It is used to show how the whole breaks into parts. कि पूरे part को कैसे divide किया जाता है parts में, ठीक है? The pie chart shown here shows the sales figures of motor cars of the company during the 4 quarters of a year. 4 quarters हो गए, ईयर के 4 हिस्सों में एक साल को काटा गया, और हर क्वार्टर की जो कार्स की सेल थी वो बताई जाएगी इसमें, जैसे फर्स्ट क्वार्टर, सेकंड क्वार्टर, देन थर्ड क्वार्टर एंड फोर्थ क्वार्टर. सो द होल ईयर इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 4 quarters, and accordingly the sale is represented through these parts. So it is known as pie chart. Accordingly we will explain. Then reports provide us data and meaningful insights into a problem. The key findings may appear in the beginning or in the end of a report. In writing an analytical paragraph on a given report, you should concentrate on the key findings and show what they mean in the large context. The report में क्या होता है? You are provided with the data and the meaningful insight into a problem. कोई problem है, you are told about that particular problem. The key finding may appear in the beginning, and that problem may be given to you in the beginning or it can be given in the end of a report. So in writing a paragraph on a given report, you must concentrate on the key points. What are the important points given which problem is discussed, and what important points are given there. Then line graph. A line graph or chart shows data as information through a line which joins various data points called markers. It has horizontal x-axis and vertical y-axis. It is used to show change in prices, sales, temperature, etc. over time. You can see the picture. They are given on one side month's name, November, December, Jan, Feb, March, April, and on the other side 10, 15, 20. That means 5 की ratio के साथ आपको points दिए गए हैं. So in this way, on the line graph, then accordingly you can show your data. These points tell you how the things were first in between 15 to 20 in between, then came to 15, then came down in the month of January to 5 or near about, and then it again increased, and after that the increase is shown again at the end, the month of April. There is a little slope downward. So in this way, whatever the data is given to you, accordingly you will explain it in the paragraph. So coming to the main point, that is writing an analytical paragraph, which points should be kept in mind? In the examination, you'll be asked to write an analytical paragraph based on a verbal or visual clue in the form of a chart, a map, a report, or a line graph. आपको कुछ ना कुछ इसमें से जरूर दिया जाता है, वर्बल और विजुअल, या तो कोई सिचुएशन होगी, या आपको कोई पिक्चर्स दी जाती हैं, या आपको मैप या चार्ट या कोई रिपोर्ट, लाइन ग्राफ, कुछ टेबल की फॉर्म में डाटा Study the verbal visual clues carefully. सबसे पहले आपने क्या करना है? You will read all those verbal and visual clues very carefully. Then comprehend the main theme or the idea. और उस paragraph में क्या बताया गया है? What is the idea or the theme of that paragraph? Or the data given to you. Then compare and contrast the data given. Then you must compare the कौन से figures जो हैं कब वो बढ़ रहे थे, कब कम हो रहे थे, कहाँ equal है. So this compare and contrast should be done. Then interpret the data or situation. After that, you are to interpret that data or the situation in your words to write a paragraph. So be particular that you must have these steps first. You will study all the verbal and the visual clues carefully. Then you will comprehend, think about the main idea or the theme given in that particular clues or in the data or the table or the report, whatever is given to you. Then you will compare and contrast the data given, and then you will interpret that data or the situation in your own words. You should go beyond what the given clue suggests and relate the particular specific to the general. For example, that means it's not does not mean that you cannot write of your own. According to that data or the table or the report, you can go beyond that also, but not too much. Keep the word limit in your mind what you have to write. यानी कि पूरा paragraph आप extra उस topic से लिख दो, that should not be. If you are provided with the data on the extinction of the paragraph, a particular species of animals, you can make comments in the problem in general and suggest some steps to deal with. For example, if you are given data on the extinction of a particular species of animals, a particular species of animal जो है extinct हो रही है, खत्म हो रही है, so you can make comments on the problem in general, and then you can suggest some steps to deal with that problem also. But you should be brief, concise, and relevant. ये नहीं कि टॉपिक जो है एनिमल्स की स्पीशीज के ऊपर है और आप कुछ और ही लिखे चलो. It should be related only with that particular topic that is given to you. So use simple and clear expressions. Don't use any difficult words. Your paragraph, even though analytical, should not sound dry and boring. It should be giving interesting look. Add human interest wherever possible. एक बार आपको कोई ऐसा टॉपिक मिल जाता है जिसमें ह्यूमैनिटी का इंटरेस्ट होता है, and you should work according to that also. You can add that of your own viewpoint regarding the society or the humanity, that if this problem is not solved, what type of problems can be caused, any warning, any appeal from your side. But you should stick to the word limit. Word limit given to you is 150 to 200. That was in the previous years, but still we are not clear. Let's go for 100 to 150 as it was last year, for 5 marks only. Here, so here is one example given to you. You are given a political map of India. Based on it, write an analytical paragraph in 150 to 200 words, but you should go for 100 to 150 words because last year it was same. Now you can see the map. You have already done it in social science. So the states are given with their capitals to you in this map. Here you are given the neighboring countries also. You are given the nearby areas also. Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, then Pakistan, China. These neighboring countries are also given to you. Here, on the basis of this, see the paragraph given to you. The given map shows India, which occupies a large part of Indian subcontinent. It is the biggest country in the region and has strategic importance in political war. Geographically, it is bounded by the Indian Ocean in the south, Arabian Sea in the west, Bay of Bengal in the east. There are many countries on its borders. There is only the description about the map. That means about India, about all the neighboring areas, about the surrounding areas, and then they have added some of their own points telling about the different states and the union territories. So at the end, they have given the map makes this diversity of people clear when one goes from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. So it is only the description given to you about this map. I'll send you this PDF. You can go through once again for all the important points and do the things carefully. Then you will get the assignment on Monday. Today you will get assignment based on your part 1 of chapter 3. Yeah? So you will get this PDF so that you can revise the topic again. Yeah.